Hey, good evening everyone, AK-40 Kevin here in the Gamer Heaven, and today I want to do my comprehensive review of Fortnite as it is in its current condition, which is Chapter 2, Episode 2. That's easy to review. So, I will say it right off the bat, I used to absolutely despise Fortnite, and I'll explain why right now. I think that Chapter 1 wasn't really good. The map was very generic. All the locations were the same. Yeah, you might put some white textures on there and call it snow, piss on my face and tell me it's lemonade, but we all knew what was going on there, and there wasn't a lot filling in the map. There was a lot of like wide open grassy areas that were just literally just hills and fields with a couple rocks for you to take cover behind if you didn't know how to build and you were a rank ass noob, but it wasn't good. So honestly, it's come a long way, and also a lot of my personal opinions towards the game have changed, but there are some things I still don't really like. The main thing that I really hated on and ripped on in the past on my channel, there's a lot of videos of me talking shit on this very channel about Fortnite, mainly about the YouTube community around it. More specifically, not so much the guys that play other games and they get on there with their buds and, drop in and play some Battle Royale. Nothing wrong with that, but the just overly loud, obnoxious, fake-ass YouTubers that put on a fake persona to entertain children and basically take advantage of them to get them to, spend their hard-earned, their parents' hard-earned money on V-Bucks and stuff like that, and it's just really... it was really disgusting the way they were manipulating children, and that still does go on. There's still some YouTubers out there, which I'll probably make a separate video just putting them all on blast, but this video isn't about that. I want to talk about how Fortnite has changed, and my opinion about it has changed, and how Season 2 has basically redeemed how I feel about the game, and I've been having more time behind the sticks playing that game than anything else here recently. I've been playing Air Things, obviously beat FF7 Remake, recently played Days Gone, replayed The Last of Us, been playing some Escape from Tarkov on the PC, play some Apex every once in a while, started learning how to play League of Legends, which is not a game to LOL on. It's not funny at all. You get fucked up in that game quite a bit. But anyway, enough rambling. Let's get right into the meat and potato, the meat and two veg of this video. Alright, so like I mentioned before, I really disliked the first map, as a lot of people did, and that was completely remedied with Chapter 2. It's a completely new map that is not only much larger in scale, but it's also a lot more filled in. So it doesn't really do anything if you just make a bigger map, but it's still empty. This is actually filled in with a lot more locations, buildings with loot in them, a lot of little Easter eggs and things to find out there. They've added a lot of little tweaks and fun mini games like fishing and stuff like that can be a little gimmicky, but they're also pretty fun as well. And now it's not just a bunch of wide open green fields. There's a lot more diversity in the map, and to show off this map as well as the character animations, the graphics were actually quite substantially buffed for Chapter 2. The textures were enhanced, a lot of the color was enriched as if the game wasn't already cornea popping and bright enough, like it didn't look like a third grader's acid trip or something. Now it really looks like that, and I used to really dislike that too. I was like, oh, this just looks super fake and stuff like that, but now I really do get the beauty of it. Not every game has to have ultra realistic simulation graphics and stuff. I actually do like the more cartoony look of Fortnite sometimes. I think it looks really pretty. Good draw distance, even on the console, it just looks really good. They added a lot of things like character healing animations, so instead of them making them looking like they're doing the hokey pokey or something like that, they actually heal up. And all the locations and the characters and the actual storm itself have been really buffed graphically. Also, they added a ton of new features kind of revolving around water. So there's now swimming, so no more of those ankle-high puddles that people would be, saying they were going to fall face down and drown in. There's actual swimming now, which if you don't know how to do it right, you're going to get shot at. But if you can kind of time your dips like a dolphin and Michael Phelps had like a little tuna baby, you can actually swim pretty fast to traverse the map, and that's really cool. Speaking of traversing through water, they added gunboats and helos and took away shopping carts and golf carts. Now, in my book, that's a pretty freaking fair trade. You can't complain about losing a Walmart shopping cart with a stuck wheel and a bunch of sneeze rags on it for a gunboat that can potentially get you kills. Probably not, though. I don't really use the vehicles to do that. Just makes you a target, and you're actually still pretty easily damaged inside vehicles. I just hop in them to transit the map if I'm in the storm or something like that. Also, there's a lot more customization now because they're constantly adding new skins, gun skins, character skins, and a lot of them are really cool and things that adults would really like too. Like there's John Wick, Deadpool. You know, obviously, I'm sure kids are watching John Wick and Deadpool in their parents' basement and shit like that. But you know, a lot more adult themes and stuff like that. And there are a lot of adults that play this game. That was the thing I used to say is, oh, Fortnite's for kids and stuff. But I play with a lot of my buddies. They're in their mid-20s to like early 30s, and we have a blast playing it. So you don't always got to be playing Apex or some ultra-realistic like Escape from Tarkov. Sometimes it's just fun to, you know, build walls like Trump and just... Sometimes it's just fun to drop in, bust balls, and throw up some walls. And this game is really good on that. The building mechanics are still good. They always have been. That's what makes this a very unique and different battle royale, because it's a very saturated genre now after like PUBG and whatnot. But because of the building, you can't just be good at shooting. You'll get mollywopped by somebody that knows how to build. You can be a decent shooter and a good builder, and you're going to outperform and outkill anyone that's like a, you know, professional, came from what's that damn game that everyone talks about all the time? Oh, it starts with a C. Counter-Strike. Yeah, you can't just be a Counter-Strike player and come in here like some 14-year-old's going to throw up a, you know, 3-story structure in your face and just drop down and give you the pump round dump. So you need to know how to build too, which is cool that there's another layer of skill that this game requires you to do. The learning curve on that's a little steep because there's no real tutorials on how to do this. You just gotta meet up with some buddies in creative mode or something and they'll show you the ropes, or watch YouTubers like myself that have building tutorials. Chapter 2 also added a stealth aspect, so you've always been able to crouch down and make your footsteps more silent when you're inside buildings and shit, but now you can actually dive inside of hay bales, dumpsters, porta potties, and other shit. Dad joke. You can also carry down teammates to safety for them to be revived and whatnot. You can carry downed enemies, hold them for hostage, or just chuck their bodies at their friends, stuff like that. And also carry the henchmen, which we're going to talk about that a little bit later because that's another sweet aspect of Fortnite. So there's now a medal system, which is really cool. It confused people at first. We didn't know what these medals are popping up on screen, but it's actually pretty sweet. You can only earn 8 a day, but basically for getting achievements like surviving or getting a double kill, stuff like that, you unlock medals. The more of them you get, the more reward they carry, and basically, thanks for the free money, bitch. There's a new weapon upgrade system, so this includes upgrade benches, which take a lot of materials and a hell of a long time to upgrade your guns, but it can be well worth it. And also they kind of revamped the tiers of the weapons. They're still, you know, color-coded and everything, but they kind of made some of the rare or more niche weapons, like for example the heavy assault rifle instead of just a regular assault, or the rapid fire SMG is just a variation of the SMG with some tweak specs. There's also like some very unique, pretty much one-of-a-kind weapons in there, like a Golden Thompson. It's, you know, got the drum round. And you've also got suppressed assault rifles. You have basically like 50 cal, stuff like that. Which if you know where they're at, where to get them, it's usually from the Henchman, by the way. Those can be really cool and be just kind of interesting to play with. So crossplay is now fully a thing. It's been a thing, but they kind of like shunned PS4, or you had to make a choice. Do you like your friends on Xbox more, or do the ones from PS4 not fuck your sister when you're out of the room? So like, honestly, I like how it is now. You can play with anybody on console. Even Switch, I think. I mean, I don't know. I think the Switch runs at like 12 frames per second or something. The mobile phone version runs at a 60 frames per second, and I think the Switch version's like 30 or 28 or something. It's not good. I don't even know what the purpose of a Switch is. Video for another day. I had a Switch on deployment. I played it almost every day. Loved it. But after it did its purpose of being a portable game system for me, it had no room in my life. So yeah, I do like the crossplay. Like I have my profile link, so if I'm out and about, stuck in an appointment or something, play a couple matches on my phone. If I did some great shit, that reflects on my account when I hop on my PS4 or my PC. I've been playing casually in bed on my PS4, and then also more competitively, aggressively on my PC or when I want to live stream the content. So the Henchman, this is actually pretty cool. They added a basically PvE with a lot of PvP, because you got players shooting at you while you're trying to take out these henchmen. You can take out these henchmen that are basically these little like secret agent operatives, and you carry them over to scanners where they can unlock chests and stuff that have some really good purple and gold loot, as well as some really custom one-off items. And besides the standard henchmen, there's also Henchman Bosses, which they're bullet sponges. It takes a lot to put them down. You can literally drill them in the face with an SMG, and it's going to take you a hot tick to put them down. But when you do, you usually get 2 or 3 completely unique items, and you can pick up a key card off one of them, and it unlocks a room with like 5 chests full of unique items, which kind of sucks because you can only carry, you have 5 item slots, so I guess you can just pick and choose what you want to carry. And there's a lot of really unique challenges that come with that. That's another thing, is that I tell people this all the time. The quickest way to actually rank up and make levels is just to do the challenges. So pop open your, daily, weekly, and then just location-specific challenges. Knock those out. Some of them are kind of grindy, like having to harvest 2,500 wood pieces from the old Weeping Wood, stuff like that. It's a little grindy, but if you know the tricks to do them, they actually rank you up real quick. And if you have a battle pass, which I got mine for free because I'm cheap, you can earn V-Bucks just by playing the game. And especially if you have Save the World, which you do have to pay for, unfortunately, but they're constantly running sales on it. It's a good game. It's like Fortnite gameplay, but with a story mode and, PvE, co-op, and it's actually a really good game. I'm going to do a review of that as well. I didn't know what to expect going into it. I bought it just because I heard the game yields a lot of free V-Bucks that can be used in Battle Royale, as well as all the items that you unlock in Save the World. Those are usable. So if you get a skin that's unique to Save the World, you can wear that in Battle Royale, which is kind of cool. So they have really diverse modes. It's not just like solos and squads now. They have operations, which is really cool. Operations basically lets you play as 2 different factions of a secret agency that unlock a different skill, or different, not skill set. Well, yeah, skills too for operation mode, but also a different set of loot. You can switch those if you pick the wrong one. You can switch it up, which is pretty cool. Team Rumble's always a blast because you can build on the cheap. Basically, you reap like twice the materials. You can respawn, obviously, and you can use your glider whenever. So if you get a structure busted out from underneath you or you fall off a cliff, you're not instantly dead. You can just float down, and even if you did die, you can respawn. So that's a more carefree gameplay. You can get in there and just have some really fast, aggressive gameplay, because even if you die, it's like Call of Duty, you're just going to spawn back in. I know purists are sweating from the nipples right now because I'm talking about Team Rumble. If it ain't solo, then you're a hoe, bro. But honestly, Team Rumble's fun. Operations mode, also, the first couple times I played, I got absolutely wrecked because I didn't understand the speed of play, and also just some of the mechanics in there. There's no pickup items. You're not looting or anything like that. You have to use this tech system where you unlock new tech, and it gives you a weapon and a skill set, and you get to choose like 4 or 5 of those throughout the match. It's interesting. So yeah, honestly, my opinion has definitely changed on it. I appreciate the graphic style now. I can't hate a game just because of it, the community that revolves around it, and not the entire Fortnite community is bad. I'm doing Fortnite content now, and I fucking love it. I love the game, and I love sharing information about it, because like I said, the learning curve is pretty fucking steep. Like, if you don't know how to build, or you don't know how to do all these challenges quickly and easily to rank yourself up, or how to get V-Bucks so you don't have to spend hard-earned money on microtransactions and shit, then yeah, this is why I like making Fortnite content now. Is my channel going to be a Fortnite channel? Abso-fucking-lutely not. I'm still going to play other games. I'm still going to have product reviews and PC builds and shit like that. But, I will be having Fortnite videos on here as well. So, forewarned. Yeah, and honestly, the difference between how the game was when it started, then even just to the end of Chapter 1 and the beginning of Chapter 2, it's almost a completely different game. Also, keep in mind, the Unreal Engine is basically coming to Fortnite. I'm going to do a video separate of that, covering that and how that looks. It's pretty damned amazing. It makes all the building structures look much more realistic, which I know Fortnite isn't about realism, but it just looks so much better. And destroying someone's environments and watching all the wood pieces go flying and little wood chips and shit, it looked good. And it'll also speed up the gameplay, which is cool too, because you can build the same speed, but you get a better sense of speed, I guess, when you're playing. I probably sound like an idiot, but I'll do a more in-depth video once my brain's fully clicked on for the next one. But I think that's going to do it, guys. I just want to do a real, a quickie. We all enjoy a quickie, so I just wanted to give a quickie to you guys about, how I feel about Chapter 2, Episode 2. I fucking like it. I like it a lot. It's a good game. Am I going to plug it in the Stiffy meter? Yeah, let's plug her in the Stiffy meter. I would give it a 8 out of 10 veiny, ripe bananas. It's not limp, it's not flaccid, but it's also not a full-blown aching rager either. It's got room for improvement, but the good thing is, because it's updated constantly through like a seasonal battle pass kind of thing, they're always adding new things. But I mean, overall, one thing I gotta say, the sound design is really bad. It's bad. It's gotten better, but it's hard to tell. If somebody's in a building with you, all you can tell is, oh, yep, I hear footsteps. Somebody's in this building. I should get ready to fight. You can't tell, are they above me, below me? Are they in the room right next to me? Or are they literally across the map? Like, that's a slight exaggeration, but it's pretty bad. The sound design, I don't mean the music or any of that stuff. I just mean, like, the actual, like, footsteps. It's bad. Also, I do think Epic Games does some really epic and original stuff, like the Travis Scott event, which is awesome. You got free, unique loot for going to that, and it was just a really interesting experience. I have a video on that as well. I'll have that linked in the description around there, so in the description region. They also did a concert a while ago with Marshmello, but people didn't even hear about that or know about that until the Travis Scott one, and then people were like, wait, they've done a concert in the past? And then they YouTubed it. But that's going to do it, guys. Peace.